Hi, I'm Colin and welcome to How to Paint Watercolours. So if you're ready, we'll get started and we'll paint this one. Hello and welcome to Paint Watercolours for beginners or anybody who wishes to paint this one really. I've just stretched a £140 piece of rough Bockingford paper, and as you can see I'm just putting a very thin film of water on it, and once we've got that, this is Aurelian with cadmium red. Then into that is a stronger mix of the same one. Also in the bottom, we're going to let all this merge together. And what I'm trying to show you in this series of paintings is how you can use your watercolours in strength. And being as there is a thin film of water on this already, it will dry between 30 and 50% lighter. Into this one, a bit stronger again. This has light red added to it, so it's Aurelian, cadmium red and light red. This one is Aurelian and cadmium red, or you can use cadmium yellow and cadmium red. Get some in, a little bit stronger, bring it together. And whilst this is still wet, we want to bring in some stronger areas, just to add a lot of interest to it. Strengthen it up in patches. Drop in colour. Don't be frightened of putting colour on. Strengthen it at the top again, around the edges. Okay, and now we're going to leave this to dry very slowly under natural conditions, because a hairdryer can actually dry your paper out in patches and I don't want that. And we're going to wait till the shine's gone off the paper, and then we can add some atmospheric clouds. Okay, this has been about 20 minutes I think. It took a bit longer to dry than I thought it would. So I'm using some cobalt blue and some burnt sienna in it, and you can see it's made a light grey, but it is of a strong mixture. I'm just going to test it, and then we're going to bring some clouds into this. This is a number 10 round, but you can use any brush you are comfortable with. It's even putting the washes on. If you have a wash brush or a flat brush, you can use that. So I'm just using this. Just keep making some interesting shapes. We will be darkening it off at the top and the bottom, but I just want to get some of this in first. Soften off any edges with a wet brush, damp brush, sorry. Once you have that, this is a mixture of burnt umber, sepia and a touch of Prussian blue, just to send it really dark. And then we're going to add this in all along the top for some really dark clouds, making your watercolour painting atmospheric and pulling your eye into the painting. This is a relatively strong mixture, and like I said before, don't be frightened of using colour or strength. Just leaving gaps in between where the orange will show through your different mixtures. Just create some nice interesting shapes. Also, you need to reflect what's in the sky is in the water. I think I said this is a number 10 round, but like I said, you can use any brush that you feel comfortable with. And we're just going to get plenty of this in. I think we'll just add a touch more grey. There, I think. Damp brush. Just to link it all together. Maybe even a little bit here. All this will soften, strengthen up the corners. Okay, I think that will do. And then we're going to leave that to completely dry. Okay, I've set the board up at a slight angle, and I'm just going to re-wet these pieces of land here. Like so. Back to your dark mixture, start at the top and just drop it in, and then just allow it to drift down. Just will create some soft edges as it comes down. Just create a little bit of an interesting shape. Then we can move on to the deer with the same mixture, and we'll just paint both deer in and the reflections at the same time, making them nice and dark. Okay, just change to my rigger brush. Maybe this little fella's his dad, and he's taking him home. Same on this one. Bit of a tail. Just keep going like that, fill your deer in and do the reflections at the same time. And I'll just turn the camera off while we do this because it's a bit repetitive. And once we have that like that, I'm just going to run some water underneath the land masses here. Just a little bit, just to bring a tiny bit of reflections. Then into that I'm just dropping some of this colour of the dark mixture. I'm going to let this just drift down. Same here. Change it back to the rigger brush, and we just want to put some ripples in. No great detail here either, very watery. Not too many. Don't go overboard. This is just to help bring your eye straight to the focal point. Then we'll let all that dry. Okay, your painting's completely dry, and I hope you can see how the painting has impact, but you come to the best bit now, is where you get to sign it. I will leave a link in the description box if you wish to view other videos that I have made. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, please click the like button and subscribe. It helps little channels like this, otherwise sometimes we get lost in the way Google and YouTube do things. Thank you very much for watching.